Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to do like a Alan Arkin double feature movie review. I saw two of his movies. I tried to. There was two movies. Well, he had a couple with unusual titles. There's more than two. I looked up. I saw they're both available on YouTube for free, and I've been wanting to see these for a while. And I watched both of them a long time ago. One is the first one I saw was Chu Chu and the Philly Flash. May 1981, and they have unusual titles. The other one was Rafferty and the Gold Dust Twin, which I told Rita about, and Rita and I sent her a link. I don't know if Rita and I will watch at the same time, but I sent her a link. I said we can watch at the same time if you like, late last night, and on Facebook if you wanted to watch it. Now with Chu Chu and the Philly Flag, you had Alan Arkin and also Carol Burnett, and that's what I remember about because I thought that Sally Kellerman one was always Choo Choo and the Philly Flash. I looked it up and that was Rafferty and Goldust twins. So, unusual titles. Choo Choo and the Philly Flash was him and Carol Burnett, and I was watching this one guy had a was doing newer stuff from Cisco and Ebert sneak previews, the old show they did on PBS. And he was going if he put like 13 vignettes of the dogs of the weeks they had in there. Not all of the dogs of the weeks they did. And Gene Siskel mentioned Choo Choo and the Philly Flash, and the one of the dog that we he said it just wasn't funny at all. He said he didn't laugh once during the movie. It was a little bit of a bigger budget of the movie. Now I remember seeing it on TV. I wonder why I didn't remember it, and it was because it really wasn't very good. The first one. I mean, it was cool. I mean, because Carol Burnett's always entertaining, and then a lot of the casts are casts I haven't seen in a long time. Like Ruth Buzzy's in it. Danny Glover's in it. I didn't know Danny Glover was in movies back in '81. I remember for like Lethal Weapon and stuff like that. Sid Haig was in it, which was really cool. Ruth Buzzy, like I said, Ruth Buzzy was in it. Jack Warden was in it. It was cool. And also, when I did Hammer the Motion Picture, I forgot to mention one of the security guards was John Lovitz before he got famous being on Saturday Night Live and stuff, which I thought was really cool. Basically, Choo Choo and the Philly Flash revolves around Alan Arkin being like this former baseball player down his luck, working as a bum, like cleaning windshields and stuff like that. And the Jack Warden character is some guy called the Colonel that sells like products to all the bums and stuff to clean windows, but he was using his own stuff that he made up to clean windows and stuff to get money. And he ends up meeting Carol Burnett by accident, and she's like someone who runs a dance studio in her apartment. She couldn't pay her rent, and she dressed up like Carmen Miranda and was dancing on the street for money. Now the Carmen Miranda she did, I kind of laughed at that. It was kind of silly. I did laugh at that. Something happened. There's a side plot where this guy had this briefcase and a couple people were after, including Dana Aiello. I know he was doing movies back in '81, and he was very good at it. And the guy, they chased the guy in there, and he puts the briefcase outside the window and it falls to the ground. And Carol Burnett sneaks it in a drum case. And then everybody wants the briefcase, and then they find that it's full of things. They try to, they sell back to them to get some money. That's pretty much the whole movie in an hour and a half. But I mean, it didn't really have. It seemed like that's enough for 90 minutes, but it was just feels so empty. It wasn't engaging at all. It was actually I don't mind dumb humor movies, but this was just stupid. I don't mind stupid movies like Hammer the Motion Picture was stupid. By me, it had a lot going on, and then it got better and better as it got along. And this one, it was just kind of dumb and just sometimes overacted too, and well, not good at all. I mean, I think Daniela was a standout. Uh, yeah, I was really disappointed with it. I thought it'd be much better than it was. I mean, I'm not gonna glorify all these whole movies. I mean, I give it a 3 out of 10. That's just because of the stars that were in the movie, or else it'd probably been a 2 out of 10. It just was kind of stupid. And there was one other joke I laughed at a little bit. Now, next was Rafferty the Goldust Twins, which I remember seeing on the late night movie on Channel 12 back in the 80s when we didn't have cable. And aside from Canadian TV and City TV, which was later on, Channel 12 was showing a lot of movies on Saturday night. They had like a Saturday night movie, late night, have Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. And then they used to have Saturday Night Live, Tales from the Dark Side, and they have a movie. And then and then they have like one movie, and then they start having like all night movies that go on until 6 in the morning where they sign back on. Usually be 3 movies and stuff. I remember staying up all night to watching Charles Lawton's Hunchback of Notre Dame, which was good. But Sunday nights were real famous. This is back when the TV stations used to sign off at a certain time. And Vince, I mean, they had a little thing. Vince McBride would host a saying, Channel 12 presents a late night movie. And then there was like a little intro, like Channel 12 presents a late night Sunday movie. They have a little vending machine montage or whatever. Because it used to be the news, and George Michael's Sports Machine at midnight was the movie, and then after that it would sign off. It all depended on the length of the movie where it signed off. Because I remember seeing Giant, that James Dean movie, and that went on for like till 3 in the morning because that's a long ass movie. But Rafferty Goldust Twin, I remember that I taped it. Sometimes I would tape these movies and then watch them when I got home from school. Rafferty and Goldust Twins, I remember watching it and then I watched it again. I haven't seen it since the 80s. It's been a long time. And I absolutely loved it. There's a big difference between this and Chu Chu and the Philly Flash. It's a great movie. A little more dramatic in parts, but it's fantastic. Where Alan Arkin plays a retired gunnery sergeant. They call him Gunny. And he was wearing a part of a motor vehicle. Then he just decided to take off. And he meets Mackenzie Phillips. Mackenzie Phillips is in this, and it was released in 75. Same year she got the role in One Day at a Time. That made her a star. And then, like, 2 more seasons later, she got in trouble for drugs and stuff. But she's in it. Sally Kellerman's in it. I always thought Sally Kellerman was hot. That's just me. And it's really a cool movie. And it's like a road trip movie. And at first they take him at gunpoint and stuff like that. They said they kidnap him and stuff. It's really interesting. See the direction it took. Now, that's a very vague movie, but I mean, the direction it took was, it was fascinating from beginning to end. Whereas Chu Chu and the Philly Flash was pretty much drawn out and it was boring. For the most part. It's watchable, kind of, but not very good. Now, Rafferty and Goldust Twins is fantastic. It's really interesting. And Harry Dean Stanton's in there. A few other people are in there. I mean, it's really good. There's a big difference between the 2 movies. And there's some comedy in that one, too. But, I mean, it's really a good movie. More like somewhat dramatic crime and with comedy in it, too. I loved it. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for Rafferty and Goldust Twin. Like, 3 out of 10 for Chu Chu and the Philly Flash. So definitely see Rafferty and the Goldust Twins. And avoid Chu Chu and the Philly Flash unless you absolutely have to see it. And I also like the print that person made of Goldust and Rafferty Twins. They had she did like a synopsis of it, saying like what the movie is, who stars in it. It says offbeat road picture, and then saying after the movie they were going to have like a slideshow of the film, stills as they call it, like poster art and VHS art. And stills from it. I thought it was really cool. They threw in that for extra. And it's free on YouTube. I mean, that video is anyways. 10 out of 10. So I hope you like that video. I hope you like these goggles. I won this for Halloween, we'll give away that Jekyll and Hyde Club did a long time ago. So I hope you like this video. Bye. Till next time, please. Take care, my legion.